Hello and welcome to the first ever video on my channel, Egg Does Art. I'm Egg, I do art, and today I'm going to be redesigning My Little Pony Equestria girls, specifically Twilight, because I was going to do all of them and then this one took way too long. So without further ado, let's get started. I've always been a fan of MLP, and I just really hate the original Equestria Girls designs with a burning passion, because not only did they make all of them look the same, with the exact same silhouette and the same overall components, but they also just look very strange and like a weird mix between pony and human. Pastel skin, really. So in my redesign, I decided to make my characters normal humans because I think the Equestria girls deserve to look a little bit less weird. So for Twilight, I did decide to make the human Twilight or Sci-Twi and not the pony Twilight because I don't know, I just think she's more part of the Equestria girls world. So I decided to do both a normal human version and a ponied up magical girl kind of version. And yeah, so let's just talk about the design, shall we? I made her kind of very similar to, I think, the original design with the ponytail and the glasses, because I do think that matches her. And I tried to keep the silhouette of the mane come through in the hairstyle, so the very straight bangs, the straight lines in the hair, and I did keep the colored hair because, come on, it's just fun. But yeah, when it comes to her clothing, I decided to give her a sweater vest because, I mean, nerd characters, sweater vests, it's kind of the obvious thing to do. But instead of like a normal pattern, like maybe a striped or argyle kind of thing, it was, I decided to incorporate her cutie mark by making it the main star part of it, like the argyle pattern across the sweater. So I hopefully that looks good and not tacky. I tried my best. But yeah, and then I gave her a collared shirt, because I think she'd want to be a little bit more dressed up from the day-to-day. I think she would like to present herself well and formally-ish, even in high school. Which, by the way, I think my personal headcanon of if I were to make Equestria girls, I would put them in college because the ponies are in their mid-20s. The weird age shenanigans are kind of strange because this is a little bit of a tangent, but the Equestria girls are teenagers. They're in high school, right? In the pony world, they're like in their mid-20s, early adulthood. But their sisters, the CMCs, Cutie Mark Crusaders, in the pony world, they're implied to be like in elementary school, right? But then when we look at Equestria girls, they're in high school with the main characters? What? Like you could argue it's like a junior high kind of situation, but then somehow the Cutie Mark Crusaders grow older in the human world while the main six grow younger. It's a whole thing, and it's very strange, and I think this could all be eliminated if you just made them the same age. So put them in college, really. Like, it's not that hard, and I think there should be more stories with the main characters in college. But anyway, back to the design. I gave her a messenger bag because I feel like that really fits her, and I just like messenger bags. I think backpacks are a little bit more, I don't know, it's probably more useful, but it doesn't look as good when you try to draw them. So I just gave her a messenger bag, and I gave her pants because I know all of the Equestria girls basically wear skirts in the original design, and in the redesign most of them still do. But I feel like in the day-to-day, most young adults that I've personally seen around, they don't normally wear skirts just to go to school. I'm sure some would. Like, I think Rarity definitely would. Pinkie Pie probably as well, you know? But I feel like Twilight would aim for a little bit more practical clothing. Like, she wouldn't mind wearing skirts, I'm sure. As opposed to, like, Applejack, who's all about practicality and comfortability? Comfort, yes. But You know, I think on the day-to-day she would just wear pants. Really comfy, kind of silky pants is what I tried to imply here. But yeah. And in terms of skin color, I did not want to make her purple because the way they did it in the show, it just raises a lot of questions. Like, they made everyone slightly darker, but then for some characters like Big Mac and Luna, they made them... Sorry, did I say darker? I meant lighter. They made them way lighter. But yeah, that's very strange. So I just tried to give her a normal skin color, and I think she would be brown because, you know, I think it just fits her. Like, I'm sure it's a very common headcanon in the MLP Equestria Girls redesign community. But yeah, Twilight is Indian, because I say so. So that's basically all there is in her normal human design. I did, you know, add her pony colors, that would normally be like, you know, the purples and stuff, into her, like, clothing. But yeah, now for the, magical girl design, I kind of wanted to make this, you know, similar enough to how it is in the show. So obviously I gave her the wings, I gave her, like, okay, the way they do tails is also kind of weird. They, instead of making like an actual tail come out of them, they make it like an extension of their hair, which is very strange. I find that very strange. So I just actually gave her like a tail because I feel like that just makes more sense. Anyway, I did give her the wings, and I made it her like normal pony color, skin color, or like coat color, I guess. And I also decided to give her a horn because I found it really strange how the Pegasi had wings but the unicorns did not have horns. I think they should have horns. Even if it may look a little strange, I think it's fine. But yeah, other than that, I did make her hair not in a ponytail anymore. I made her hair loose. And I did keep her glasses because, yeah, glasses should not disappear when you pony up. I don't think she can magically see properly. Yeah, other than that, I gave her a very kind of flowy, ethereal looking gown because that matches the princess energy, even though she's not a princess. The element of magic, that kind of, also just the general pony up versions I feel like should be very ethereal looking. But yeah, and then I'd included her cutie mark in her like corset belt kind of thing, and then also on her boots. And I gave her a little brace on one arm and then some bracelets on the other because I felt like they were kind of bare and empty. I wanted to add a little something. And I gave her a little crown thing because that was in one of their pony up designs. So that's why I had like a little magenta type of crown, and I liked that, so I decided to keep that. I think headgear looks really nice. Overall, I kept it fairly simple. I'm sure I could have gone more extravagant with this design, particularly the ponied up version, but I feel like, number one, practically, animated designs should usually be on the simpler side, and I'm not good at making up little details without some sort of reference, so I don't know, I tried my best. But yeah, overall I'm pretty happy with this design. Yeah, this, I was kinda, too lazy to do a whole other one of the main 6 and then add that into the same video, because I feel like it might be too long if I did that, I'm not really sure. But yeah, I definitely want to do all of the main 6 at least eventually. Also Sunset Shimmer, and I don't know if I could do Spike, maybe, but honestly just like let me know in the comments, guys, who should I do next? Personally, my favorite character is Rainbow Dash, so I would love if many people said that, but you know, we might see, because like even if she's my favorite character, I don't know if she's necessarily the easiest to design. I feel like, I don't know, Twilight just came the easiest to me, so I did her first, and she's also the main character, so that makes sense. Yeah, but yeah, that's kind of it. Let me know if you guys enjoyed. I did not script this video, this is mostly just some ramblings, but it's also my first video, so maybe don't blame me too much. Hope you enjoyed, and let me know in the comments what you want me to do next. Yeah, this is Egg, signing off.